All right, today we're diving into a really fantastic fable from Thailand. It's got everything: a tiny toad, a massive tiger, and a series of misunderstandings that just spin completely out of control. It's brilliant, it's clever, and honestly, it's a little bit dark.
So let's just start with the big question right up front, because this is what the whole story is about: brains versus brawn. We've all seen this classic matchup before, but trust me, this particular story takes it to a whole new level.
Okay, let's set the scene. You've got this huge, powerful tiger just kind of strolling through the jungle, minding its own business, and then it stumbles upon something really weird. It's a tiny little toad, and it's crouched under this giant log, looking like it's trying to lift it.
And here they are, our two main characters. On one side, you have the tiger. I mean, this guy is the definition of raw power, all muscle, all instinct. And on the other side, the toad. Small, looks harmless, but as we are about to find out, he is working with some serious brain power.
So the tiger is, completely confused. It walks up and asks the toad, "What in the world are you doing?" And this is where the mind games kick off. The toad, totally deadpan, just says he's getting a quick workout in, lifting a log, for fun. You can imagine the tiger is not quite buying it. But the toad isn't just content with this one little fib. Oh no, he decides to double down hard. Feeling a little bold, he looks at this massive tiger and challenges him to a race. And not just any race, a leap across a huge rushing river.
So how does a tiny toad plan to beat a tiger in a jumping contest? Well, his plan is kind of crazy, but it is absolutely brilliant. Right as the tiger gathers all its strength to leap, the toad sneaks up behind and chomps down hard on the very tip of the tiger's tail. The tiger has no idea it's just become a toad catapult.
So the tiger lands on the other side, totally sure he's won, right? But he looks over, and the toad is already there, just waiting for him. But the plan wasn't exactly flawless. The landing was pretty rough, and the toad smashed his face right into a rock. His mouth is now filled with blood. And this little detail, this injury, is everything for what happens next.
So the race is over. The physical part is done. But this is where the toad switches from using the tiger's strength to using pure psychological warfare. He's about to turn his own injury into his greatest weapon.
As the baffled tiger walks over, the toad just casually delivers this absolute masterpiece of a line. He totally reframes the entire situation. The blood pouring from his mouth? Oh, that's not from an injury. No, that's just the leftovers from a huge meal.
And not just one goat, but two. Think about that for a second. This tiny little toad is claiming he just devoured two entire goats while waiting for the tiger to catch up. The claim is insane, but the toad has his proof all over his face.
And you know what? It works. The tiger's brain just isn't built for this kind of deception. It sees the blood, it hears the story, and boom, connection made. In its mind, the proof is right there. It must be true.
And then, just to really seal the deal, the toad delivers the knockout punch. He looks the tiger right in the eye and basically says, "Yeah, goats were a nice warm-up." That's all it takes. The tiger's fear completely short-circuits its brain, and it just runs, absolutely terrified.
So the tiger is just booking it through the jungle, running for its life, until it literally bumps into a monkey. Now the monkey, he's the voice of reason in this story. He listens to the tiger's wild, panicked tale and just cannot believe what he's hearing.
The monkey just lays it out, plain and simple. He's like, "Dude, are you serious? A toad can't eat a goat. It definitely can't eat two goats, and there's no way it's a threat to you." But the thing is, the tiger is so deep in its fear now that logic just isn't getting through. So the monkey thinks, okay, fine. Words aren't working. You need to see it for yourself. He comes up with a plan. They'll tie their tails together and go back. That way, the tiger knows the monkey can't run away, and he'll be forced to see the truth with his own two eyes. So back they go, literally tied to each other. The toad sees them coming, the tiger and the monkey, and he knows exactly what's happening. The jig is almost up.
He has maybe a few seconds to come up with the greatest bluff of his life.
And what the toad says next, it's just pure genius. It's the checkmate. He doesn't even talk to the tiger. He shouts at the monkey, making it sound like they're in the middle of a business deal gone bad. In one single sentence, he turns the monkey from a helpful friend into a treacherous business partner.
And for the tiger's fear-addled brain, this is the only thing that makes sense. It's a trap. The monkey didn't bring me here to show me the truth. He brought me here to sell me to this monster toad to pay off a gambling debt or something. It's pure, absolute panic.
And that's it. The tiger bolts. Just pure, instinctual flight. But this time, of course, the poor, logical monkey is tied to his tail. The tiger runs so fast and so blindly that it just drags the monkey through the trees, and, well, it's not a pretty end for the monkey.
And this is the final, darkly funny punchline to the whole story. After running a safe distance, the tiger finally dares to look back. It sees the now headless body of the monkey trailing behind it. And what's its conclusion? That the toad was so unbelievably fast that it lunged forward and bit the monkey's head clean off in the split second the tiger started running.
It's just such a perfect little story about how fear doesn't just cloud your judgment, it creates its own powerful reality that can be way more convincing than the actual truth. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Thanks for joining this explainer.